Yo, what's going on, guys? The Kitty G, and I'm back again with another video. How is everyone doing? Yes, we're back again with another video off the back of one of the best performances this season. So yes, I'm just going to break down what I thought about the game, and then we're going to get into some of the panel and some of the callers. They're going to join us as we go along. But first things first, let's talk about the game. What happened today? As you guys remember, the opening moments, Bukayo Saka was ripping them. And Kieran Tierney took a shot in the first half. They hit the bar. I thought it was going to go in. And then they got lucky. And we were absolutely dominating West Ham in the opening half. Then what happens? Let's continue. What happened in this game? You had, in the second half, we were pushing, and then Lacazette found Martinelli, and he just slid it home with an Henry-esque finish to give us the 1-0 lead versus West Ham at home. And Gabriel Martinelli has developed, in my opinion, into a wonderful, wonderful player. The old Martinelli would have just took it incorrectly or would have outran it and made a heavy touch. But Gabriel Martinelli is starting to develop a little bit better, and credit to Arteta for his development. Then we had another incident where Coufal got harshly booked for a red card, but I don't care. These things go against us sometimes they go for us. It was not a red, in my opinion. He shouldn't have been given a second yellow. He got the ball, but guess what? They gave us the penalty. Lacazette subsequently went on to miss the penalty. Yes, he subsequently went on to miss the penalty. It was a good penalty. It was saved by Fabianski picking the right direction. It was in the corner. Lacazette did everything he could do, but Fabianski just did a good job getting there. I think that penalty was a really good penalty, actually. I'm sorry. But that's 3 penalties in a row. But then the Bukayo and Emile Smith-Rowe show. Bukayo Saka picked up the ball and then passed it to Emile Smith-Rowe. Emile Smith-Rowe goes forward. And then between the legs of Issa Diop into the right bottom corner. And Fabianski was left for dead. He couldn't do nothing. Emile Smith-Rowe absolutely came on fire. Another goal at the Emirates. It's just what Emile Smith-Rowe does now. Now we have Emile Smith-Rowe and Odegaard chipping in for goals in the midfield, something we haven't had over the past couple seasons. And you know what? Overall, we win 2-0. I'm happy with the performance. I'm happy with the overall result. This was one of the best performances. And you know what? We're in the top 4, guys. We're in the top 4 right now. So you know what? Great things. Tell me where you guys are watching from in the channel. Tell me where you guys are watching from. Tell me what you guys are saying. And let's get this show started. You already know what it is. It's the Kitty G on EGTV. We're going to be doing the match reaction and the player ratings as we go along. But yeah, get your points in, and get your Q&A questions in the chat as we go along. Thomas, how you doing? I still can't hear you, mate. Fucking hell. Don't worry about it today, Thomas. Don't worry about it today. Just hop in the comment section. Stay in the comment section, okay? My guy Thomas is having audio issues. Definitely, I don't know what's going on with his mic. Can't hear anything that's coming from his microphone. But yeah. Let's see if this one works. Yo, we can hear you now.
Hello?
Yeah, we can hear you.
It's my There's something wrong with my laptop, man. The microphone, innit?
Yeah. What did you think about the game, bro?
I'm happy. I am happy, bro. I haven't been this happy for a while because of playing shit, man. But I thought we were the better team. I thought we dominated the whole game yesterday. I thought West Ham offered no threat. They ran out of steam, but we were the better team. I thought with Tierney, yeah, that shot. Well, I thought he was unlucky not to score because that shot, the way he shot it, I'm thinking, I thought it was a good save by Fabianski, but that shot, I'm thinking if that went in, I'll be jumping in my living room if that went in, you know. But now we've played well today. This is what I've been moaning about, the spirit, the fight. This is what I want. This is what I want in my team, bro. You know this, but this is what I want in my team. But I can't fault the players. Fair play to Arteta. He got spot on. Fair play to him. But yeah, I'm just proud of my players. I'm proud of my players.
I hear you, bro. I hear you loud and clear.
So I expected us to get beat yesterday because West Ham have been playing, bro. I thought they were just ran out of. For me, they ran out of steam, bro. Like they were just whack. They were just awful yesterday, West Ham. But it's our night. Fourth in the league. I'm not gonna get carried away, but it's good to be fourth. It's good to be there, man. It's good to be there. Happy with the performance. How did you find the game?
Bro, I just broke it down. I felt like we dominated the entire game. We dominated possession. We absolutely bullied West Ham.
Yeah,
everything about the game was just in our favor. West Ham were there. They weren't even there. They were there, but they weren't even there. If you get what I mean, like they were present, but they weren't. They never showed up. We just fucked them up. But yeah, bro, I'm just gonna mute you quickly.
We could have.
1 second. Let me just share this and show people what happened yesterday. So for the people who don't know, these were the stats from yesterday's game. We absolutely bossed West Ham. Look at this. 21 shots to their 7, 8 shots on target to their 1. We had total domination in possession. We outpassed them. They had to do so many clearances. We got more corners than them. Yes, we got the penalty, but we never finished it. This could have easily been a 3-0 game. But yeah, as you can see in these pictures, West Ham were dejected after yesterday's performance. These West Ham players were dejected. Emile Smith-Rowe with the goal celebration, as you can see right there, putting it in between Issa Diop's legs. Lacazette with the penalty miss, of course. The red card, which I did not think was a red card personally, but you guys let me know what you guys think in the comment section. I didn't think that was a red card. I thought he got the ball clear. Gabriel Martinelli slotting away a beautiful shot. Mikel Antonio has been silenced by our back four. Kieran Tierney's shot, which was a beautiful shot, should have scored that. But yeah, overall, great performance from the team. We did well. And you know what? This was in a night where they were honoring Ray Kennedy, who former Arsenal player who passed away. You know what I mean? But yeah, big up to you guys. I hope everyone enjoyed the game. But yeah, let's get into some of these comments. Thomas, you still there?
Yeah, man.
Yeah, let's get into some of these comments, what they're saying in the comment section. Mehdine's in the house. Mehdine, if you're there, bro, I put the link in the chat if you want to jump on. Tim, who's a Leeds fan. We got Leeds next. Tim, let me know what you think. What's the score going to be? Tim's telling you guys, don't forget to smash that like button, hit that subscribe button while you guys are new. We got, what up, my G? What's good? Sohan in the house saying, how you doing, bro? Great game yesterday. Absolutely great game. Absolutely love that game. Big up Iga, Liverpool fan, from Liverpool fan. Big up Mike Coppish, my guy. Mike, we got Sohan here saying hi Tim. Big up to Tim in the chat. We got Uncle Terrence Tibbs in the house doing his thing.
Big up, man. Big up the guy. Big up Terrence.
ESR, Martinelli, Odegaard got goals. Yep. Definitely. We got young gunners. We got young gunners in the house. We watching from Hungary, Germany as a Liverpool fan. Wow, big up to you, bro. Watching all the way from Hungary, Germany.
Big up.
He's a Hungarian? No, Hamburg, Germany. Why did I say Hungary? We got Blaze in the house, all the way from France, watching. Big up to Blaze. Big up to everyone in the chat. But yeah, as you guys come in, don't forget to smash that like button, hit that subscribe button while you guys are here, and let's get into everything.
Smash the like button, guys.
There you go. But yeah, Thomas, I'm just gonna put you in the small corner right there. We're just waiting for some of these guys to jump in. There's a bunch of the guys who are supposed to be joining as we speak.
Leeds away. That's gonna be a huge game.
100%.
It's on my mom's birthday as well, so a good birthday present, mom.
Definitely tell your mom happy birthday then.
Thank you, man. I will.
Right, from everyone here.
She'll be 54, so yeah, I will, man.
Just 1 second. Let me just give everybody a quick update. Guys, if you guys don't already know, my guy Shocks is in the hospital. He's still not doing well, guys. Right, if you guys could do me a favor, do your prayers for Shocks, and like hopefully things take a turn for the better. At the moment, things are not getting any better. The last update was that the infection could affect him long term right now, and he's still in the hospital. He's still in the coma. Yeah, so hopefully he gets better very, very soon, right? Iga, I'm not gonna lie, I'm nervous for a game. I'm going 2-1 leads. You're praying.
Well, you're the home side, so yeah, man.
Yeah, definitely pray for Shocks, my guys. Sohan already knows it. Our thoughts and prayers are with him right now. But yeah, let's get into this game. Let's get into this
All right,
game.
sure.
Right? Let's get into this game. I want to
Yeah.
go start with Martinelli's goal. Right? I thought Martinelli's goal was a beautiful little finish. He slotted it into the corner. He did everything he needed to do to slot it into that corner. I thought it was a beautiful little goal. What do you think about Martinelli's goal? Because I thought Martinelli's goal was beautiful, guys, and it just
Excellent, bro.
goes to show you how Martinelli has developed. Go ahead.
Excellent goal. I knew he was good. I knew he wasn't gonna miss that because the way he was like getting his body as well, and that was a good finish. And the guy, he's only 20 as well. It's the same age as Saka and Balogun, so he's a baller. It's just injuries have just let him down, which I feel sorry for him because these injuries have just fucked him over, innit? But good finish by him. He needs to start against Leeds away on Saturday. He needs to start, man. And yeah, he's been that shining light for me. What a player.
Yeah, he seems very comfortable at home. If you guys don't know, Gabriel Martinelli has now scored or assisted in 4 of our last 5 games. So he has been a very, very integral part of the thing. It's definitely Gabriel seasons. I hear you. My guy Sohan saying it's Gabriel season. Definitely is Gabriel season right now. He's absolutely balling. And the way he slotted it home, bro, that was Henry-esque. Don't lie.
It's like Terry Henry's, like Terry Henry's goal, like the finish, like Terry Henry, man.
Yeah, I was very happy about that whole situation. I thought, yo, my guy is absolutely balling. Gabriel Martinelli, and you know what? I'm just gonna give Arteta some credit. Arteta has managed
credit as well.
Yeah, he's managed Gabriel Martinelli so well that he's coming in here and he's playing well. Like he took him out of the firing line at the beginning of the season when he was injured and he wasn't performing well. We haven't seen him. A lot of people are saying, oh, he's killing Martinelli, free Martinelli. He's freed Martinelli now. And you know what? I got to give him some credit. He's playing really well. And Martinelli, you got to give Martinelli credit because Martinelli has stepped up. He has stepped up. And you know what? Mo, how you doing?
I'm doing good, guys. How's it going?
I knew he was going to step up.
I'm getting a little bit of feedback from you, Mo. But just you go ahead, Mo. Let us know what you thought about Martinelli's goal and Arteta's management of Martinelli.
I thought he took the goal very well, man. I thought he deserved it. He's been working very hard. He's been waiting for this opportunity to score an important goal in front of the home fans. I couldn't be more happy for him. He took it brilliantly. It reminded me of Thierry Henry, as a lot of people have said. The way he opened up his body and just, passed it right into the corner, that was a joy to watch. And I think he was a menace throughout the entire night. I love that he nutmegged them as well to take the piss. That's the kind of performance that we need from Gabby week in, week out. And I do think that Arteta has brought him along nicely. He took him out of the firing line after his injury and coached him up a bit. And he started playing when he was ready. So I feel like he handled him very, very well. And now we're going to reap the benefits as a club.
There you go. Now, just give me your quick reaction to the game while you're here.
My reaction to the game was that we won a huge game. I think it's going to lift that mental block because, in my opinion, part of the reason why we fall into a low block in these big games is because they don't think that they're good enough to win these big games yet. It's not a coincidence that we have the best home record in the league, but we are bad away from home. That shows me it's a young team that is still figuring things out. And I think they needed a big win to remove that mental block. So I would not be surprised now that in going forward from now on, I don't think we're going to revert to a low block after we take the lead in a big game. I think we're going to go for the second or the third goal because now we know we can win these big games.
The Premier League website awarded Gabriel Martinelli for the man of the match. The Sky Sports or BT Sports, whoever it was, awarded Saka. In my opinion, and EGTV comment section yesterday awarded Saka. Who's your man of the match, guys? Because this was a game where there were so many good players. Yeah, is that Mo from Twitter Spaces? Yes, it is Mo from Twitter Spaces. Mo, you got a name for yourself now. Big up to you. But yeah, tell me, who's your man of the match, Thomas? Thomas, you there? Okay, he's not there. Go ahead, Mo.
My man of the
match.
Go ahead, Thomas.
Saka's my man of the match.
Saka. People in the comment section, let me know who your man of the match is. Mohammed, who's your man of the match?
My man of the match is definitely Bukayo Saka, because for a 20-year-old to get triple team is just hilarious.
Okay, I'm not gonna lie to you. Bukayo Saka is just an absolute baller, and the way that they were triple teaming him, quadruple teaming him, it was cringy. It was cringy to see. Like, this is professionals, and they couldn't do nothing with him. And it just goes to show you how good of a baller he is. All those people who are saying, "Oh, Bukayo Saka he's going to be a world-class left back, but he's not going to be a winger." Come on, bro. Stop it.
Yeah,
Stop.
he's a winger, bro. Not a left back. That's not his position. Left back. Come on.
It's United fans, man. They have this whole
people get left back from, bro. The Man United fans can shut their mouths, man. Focus on yourselves.
I think I seen one picture that really showed me what everything about the whole situation. You know, when Bukayo Saka had 4 people around him. Have you seen the videos of Bukayo Saka when he had 4 people around him?
I haven't seen it.
Bro, it's actually hilarious. Let me show you what I'm talking about right now. So there's footage of Bukayo Saka. Let's be honest.
I think it was 3 people.
No, bro, it was 4. This was the Bukayo Saka show. This was the Bukayo Saka show, literally. Am I wrong? He literally ran the show.
Yesterday,
he ran the show yesterday. Let's talk about Bukayo Saka's performance, guys, because he absolutely dominated. He did get an assist.
Dominate these lot yesterday, man.
He technically got an assist for the Smith Rowe goal, even though Smith Rowe drove majority of the pitch. But yeah, we're gonna get on to Smith Rowe in a second. But what do you think about Bukayo Saka running the show yesterday? Masuaku could not hold him down at all. The overall performance from the team was amazing, but Bukayo Saka was one of the key parts, and it was his show. He ran the show. Mohammed?
Sorry, bro, what's that?
What do you think about Bukayo Saka?
I thought it was phenomenal. I thought that Ben White and Tomiyasu did a great job of getting him the ball nice and early and quickly. He always was a menace, and I feel like he probably had his best game of the season. I thought he was absolutely phenomenal, and I think by the time he gets to 22, 23 years of age, I really don't understand how people are going to contain this guy.
Yeah, and to think that he himself thought he was having a frustrating night because of course at certain parts he wasn't getting things weren't dropping for him, but from the opening minute, the Kieran Tierney shot was created by him, the Emile Smith Rowe goal was created by him, the penalty, I think he was one of the people who slid it in. But yeah, we got my guy Femi in the house. Femi, what's good? Femi, you there? Woohoo!
Give me a second. I'm trying to get my together. Yeah, we good.
Nah, just jump in. Give me your match reaction, bro. What do you think about the game?
My G. There's so many positives that you can pull from if you really think about it. As a whole, I think it's the best performance we've seen from an Arsenal team past 24 months. If you really think about collective defending, attacking, progressing the ball, and just looking at how we would want to play under this Mikel Arteta team, best performance we've had in terms of the pressure, in terms of what we had to do. I'm happy. I don't want to get too ahead of myself. I don't want to make it seem as if it kind of like all of a sudden like, oh, we're back. Nah. In terms of just this performance, I'm really proud of what we saw. Ramsdale, quality, just quality. A lot of times, like, people underestimate.
No laughs today?
Huh?
No laughs today,
bro. I'm trying to. I don't know, man. I'm gassed to the point where like I'm excited. Like, I love days like this where I can just kind of like, I'm excited to go back and watch the game again. That's how like excited I am of how we played last night. So let me not. Oh, someone said, why 2 years? Wow, 2 years? Because if you think about how Mikel, like, a lot of the games that we've won, especially the big ones, it seems like it's a scrap and kind of smash and grab type situation where we score one, park the bus, and then hope for the best. This was the first time, like 90 minutes, we were the superior team. Like, didn't get outside of maybe 1 or 2 shots, like top to bottom. Like, nah, I'm happy. I'm a happy guy.
Yo, if you know, me and Mo were saying West Ham don't play that well. West Ham don't travel. We were saying all these things before the game, and a lot of people were saying, "Oh, but West Ham are gonna beat you guys because they beat Tottenham, they beat Liverpool, they beat Chelsea." But people are forgetting that those games were out at the London Stadium.
The
Right?
only thing I'd say is going into the game, the one thing that would have given us the biggest issue is the fact that West Ham have a really, really decent midfield. Probably, if you really look at that partnership with pretty much with Declan Rice being kind of that anchor man.
Yeah.
My biggest concern was, would we be able to win the midfield battle? That was my biggest concern. And if you take away some of it, because granted, I do think Saka is still not the midfielder we need for the future. But if you take away some of those really stupid, clumsy things he did, for the most part, he did his job along with Partey to make sure that, like, hey, that center mid area is no man's land. It's either we win the ball back, or if we can't win the ball back, we're making sure that when we do get the ball back, we're slowing the pace right back down. We're continuing to have possession. We're going to continue to press you guys. And it just, I don't know, it showed me a lot. It showed me a lot. I'm not even going to touch on the attackers right now. Right now, I'm just more so, again, from the defending all the way to the attack. I'm just really happy with the way they performed. Like, it's something that I just hope and pray.
Let me just stop you right there.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone here. Now let's go. Let's get it. We've already spoken about Martinelli, so you missed that part. We're now gonna get on to Smith Rowe. Guys, Saka, Smith Rowe, Martinelli, Odegaard, all under the age of 23, all chipping in on goals, all being a big part of our team. The future is bright, guys. The future is bright, to say the least. Mo, you wanna get started on this part? Talk about Smith Rowe.
Yeah, I think Smith Rowe is going to be an absolute beast. He added goals to his game, which, by the way, was the hardest thing for the manager to help him accomplish. For a young player, adding goals to your game is invaluable. That's what separates the good players from the great players. And Smith Rowe now is already on 9 goals. He's already knocking on double-digit doors, and it's not even Christmas yet. So I think the future is bright. You also have to mention the guys in the academy, like Salah, like Patino, and Omari Hutchinson. So the future is unbelievable, man. And if you look at the amount of talent we have at the club and how toxic the club is, how did it ever get to this point?
You know what I think it is? I think the fact that we don't have reliable senior players allows us to put in the kids without fear. That's my theory. My theory is if we had seniors that we could rely on, Arteta would probably pick them more often than the kids.
Yeah,
but the fact that they're not reliable, it is not a healthy environment for the kids. But they are taking their opportunities and they're developing at a massive rate. And the fact that we play 1 game a week, their mistakes are not as evident as if we were playing twice a week. Do you get what I'm saying? Are you there?
Yeah. I hear you. I totally agree with you, bro.
Okay. People, do me a favor, smash that like button. We got 19 people here. Guys, interject wherever you want. I see Femi, you wanted to jump in? Jump in.
Oh, no, I don't know. I think with the, like, Arsenal is taking kind of the approach of, hey, we're going to believe in this youth system. And I think the biggest issue that I have when people criticize this team is they completely take that element of youth out of it when they do want to critique this team. When you look at things like inconsistency, when you look at things like, their mentality issues, these are all things that are joined with having a younger team. And I just hope that, like, when the ways we celebrate highs, I hope that, like, we also understand that when the lows do happen with these young players, that we kind of just give them the grace to be able to grow from these situations, because people are crying for these young players to play. People are crying for a lot of these younger players to play. If they play, yes, they're going to have good moments. They're going to score goals. They're going to do the right things. But when they're not doing the right things, or they do make those mistakes, I just hope that our fan base gives them the grace period that they need to be able to kind of continue to learn from those mistakes without it feeling like they're do or die mistakes, which is why I really wish we were in Europe right now. That's kind of the biggest thing that we're missing right now, to be quite honest. So I don't know.
I don't want to get into ceilings. I don't want to get into all that. Let's not even compare them to each other. Let's just be happy that we have all three of them. Tammy, what do you got to say, bro? Tommy. Yo, you there? Nah, I can't hear him. Can you guys hear him?
No, I can't hear him at all.
Yeah, his thing's acted up again. Okay, so we're gonna move past this now. I think this is gonna be a quick one because like people come to laugh at us when we lose, but when we win, honestly, give us the credit, guys. We deserve this win. We absolutely dominate. When we lose, people want to make fun of us, but when we win in this fashion, let's stop making excuses in why we won. This is Arsenal is the only team that gets heavily critiqued when we win, but when we lose, gets ridiculed, even though there's no context. They just ridicule us. Fuck the context.
No, man. Arsenal is the one team I've learned that's like, and Mo can attest to this. Every time we speak to other people, it's always the other team played badly, but no one ever thinks about why they played badly. Like it's always like people kind of come to the Emirates and like, oh crap, let's just all of a sudden now like just play bad instead of like, okay.
Look at this comment. This makes it basically. I'm not sure if you're an Arsenal fan or not, but now Arsenal fans are all are Arteta in. No, it's not about Arteta. What this is about is seeing the team develop. Everyone said they're going to give Arteta until December, or even if they didn't want to give him till December, they're saying they're going to reevaluate him based on where we are in the league. If we're currently in top 4 and people are still calling for him to be sacked, you can do that. But personally, I'm not going to be yelling and screaming Arteta out. I just think, you know what? He's doing a job and he's supposed to get us to a level where another manager might see it and be like, oh, this is the guy that's going to win us trophies. I don't think Arteta's going to win us a league or a Champions League. That's not my thing.
But like, let's even dissect that statement though, right? If let's say someone was Arteta out, let's list the reasons why they would be Arteta out. I remember one of the reasons was
Villarreal.
Villarreal. Fair. Bad result. We had the fact that there was no clear identity. I think that's just bullocks. That just doesn't make sense. Anybody who watches Arsenal, regardless of wins or lose, you know what we're trying to do in terms of, culture, when it comes to tactics, when it comes to build up. You know the type of team Arsenal wants to be, so that doesn't make sense. Arteta hates the youth.
Bullshit.
That doesn't even make sense. Mo, you could jump in because you've heard some of them too.
No, I'm just too busy laughing in the background, bro.
I'm trying to think of like, okay, what like, so I'm trying to Arsenal.
Oh, go ahead, man. This is Mo's expertise.
Bro, Arsenal, what you call it? Arteta can't coach. Arteta can't coach.
He can't coach an attack.
No, but today, to be fair, I don't have any of the regular Arteta out guys here with me. Express
I mean, the thing, again, is that I think some of the criticism is valid. I just feel like a lot of it doesn't really make sense, and it's just talking from a place of emotion, and which is fine. All passionate about the club, all emotional about the club, but I just dislike the intellectual dishonesty that's on display a lot of the time. And that really kind of robs me. I think Femi can attest to this as well. It kind of just robs us the wrong way. You know what I mean? Like, so that's all it is really. But hopefully we can all be on the same page in the coming months.
Why does it have to be about Arteta in, Arteta out every win? Why can't it just be Arsenal won and I'm happy?
Because bro, our captain got stripped for something that he did, and all I heard was Arteta. Like, no one even talked about what Auba did.
Nah, the Aubameyang, and I don't want to touch upon it too much, but I think, again, what I've learned about football and football fans is people are so engulfed in their opinions and trying to be right that instead of actually kind of taking a step back and be like, you know what, maybe I was wrong.
Let's talk about Aubameyang's absence. Did they miss him? It didn't look like it at all.
Mo, if I speak, yo,
speak.
I've been crying since, I would say, early November, that the reason our attacking woes were happening was because we had a striker that was not working with the team. What we had was a striker that was pretty much begging to be supported. And it was like, in a team that, especially a possession-based team that we're trying to become, it does not make sense for an entire team to try to service one player. What we need is a collective 11 trying to do the exact same thing and get the same goal. That was always my issue. And what I learned, and it seemed that like with Oba wasn't scoring, he seemed like he offered nothing. So for the majority of games, it felt like 10 versus 11. That was my only issue with him. So
did we miss Aubameyang? The answer is no. We did not miss Aubameyang at all. People in the comment section, big up to you. My guy here saying, Iga, what it do, my brother? I'm doing good, man. I'm doing good. I'm in the chat. Everyone in the chat, do me a favor, smash that like button. Mo, we did not miss Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang. I don't think we're gonna miss him going forward. Unless we go through a goal drought, people are not gonna mention Aubameyang's name. And even when they do mention Aubameyang in a goal drought, he wasn't scoring while he was playing. So what are we really talking about here? Do we miss him? Mo, simple answer.
Sorry, which player was that?
Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang.
Aubameyang.
Aubameyang. Do we miss him? You know what? At the end of the day, I think if this was Auba from a couple of years ago, we would have missed his goals. But I don't see how I'm going to miss a guy that's missing open goals and that can't hold up the ball and can't dribble past anybody, can't bring others into play. Like, there's nothing to miss about that.
There you go. Very simple. Moving on from him. Now moving on to Lacazette. Lacazette is going to be our captain long term until the season ends, in my opinion. He's not going anywhere. Lacazette is going to be captain. Lacazette got an assist. Lacazette missed a penalty. There's a lot to talk about here. Where do you guys want to go? The penalty that was saved. It was a good penalty. It was saved. But we have a penalty issue. Who's going to be our penalty taker? Who's going to be the captain? Quick answers. What do you guys think?
I mean, I think it should stick with Lacazette as long as he plays. I have a really crazy take that a lot of people will kill me for, but I'm not totally against him getting the extension. Like if it's like a year, I'm not against it. Like,
don't you think it's going to become the same situation with Aubameyang?
Impossible, completely impossible. I think the difference is it's not just because it's like I look at a team like Liverpool. Henderson is not an in and out starter for them game in, game out. But he's one of the more vocal leaders they have. And having a player like that in the locker room who, mind you, Lacazette was not getting game time for a large part of last year and this year. And he put his head down. He was always probably, based off of what we've seen, it looked like he was always a model citizen. He does it, and when he's called upon, he makes sure he does what he can. I just don't see how if we can have a player like that who's willing to do, like if Lacazette wants to start, no extension. But thank you for everything you've done. But if he's willing to take, significant minute reductions and kind of be that leader and kind of be that second, third string person while we bring in a top tier striker or watch us grow as a club, if he wants to take that role, how can you be mad at it, man?
Yeah, I think Lacazette, I think he's a good player. I'm not sure if I would offer him a contract extension, but if it happens, obviously it needs to be just for a year, like a 1 year running contract that Wenger used to do for guys over 30. But I do think that he's going to play a very important role the next 6 months. I think he's going to lead the line, and I think he's much more of a captain material than Aubameyang is. And as for his penalty miss, I think he hasn't really missed penalties, so I'm willing to give him another chance. So let's not jump the gun on that one. We can't hear you, Iga.
Why would we even consider this, in my opinion?
Because leadership, Boyd. I think that's the biggest reason, the only reason you would consider it. I don't think you do it for striking woes. I don't think you use it as a solution to. I just look at the really, really young group that we have. I look at the fact that Aubameyang, even though he's going to be here for the next 2 years, if he stays his entire contract, and how he's not a leader. If we're going to ship out Saka, if we're going to ship out all these other players, if we're okay trusting, if the plan is to trust the 24, 25-year-olds to lead us forward, then that's fine. But I'm again not against it because I do know that again, Lacazette has been a leader for this team off and on. He's been that guy, and for a team who has been struggling in the leadership department, and we've seen multiple leaders leave this club, I'm not opposed to it. If he leaves, I wish him the best. I'm just saying I'm not out of all the decisions Arsenal can make, that's not going to be the one that I hound them if they do it in a financially responsible way. Let me add that. If they can do it in a financially responsible way, I'm okay. That's my opinion. So
okay. Coufal red. Was it a red?
No, I don't think it was a red card, to be honest. I don't think it was a penalty even, if I'm keeping it stacked with you. However, we've been screwed so many times by referees that I frankly do not care.
ditto.
That keeps it simple. Very
Ditto.
simple. Okay. So we're just gonna go straight into the match reaction. The player ratings now. This is gonna be a quick one. I like it. When I feel like when we lose, there's more to talk about. When we win, there's not really much to talk about. Everyone's just kind of happy, and it's like, I like this. This is why Liverpool fans have nothing to talk about. That's why they're always in Arsenal spaces.
Word.
Right? Think about it. If you win every single week, eventually you're gonna be like, what are we gonna talk about? I'm really happy.
Those are issues I can't wait to have.
Yeah, I can't wait to have those issues also, man. Fucking hell. West Ham, if we could play West Ham every week, man, we'd slap them every week because West Ham are not that good of a team. They're really heavily overrated. Imagine if Arsenal was playing the way West Ham played to get their wins. People would say you guys play like shit, but you still get the job done. Right? Anyway, let's get this show on the road. First things first, Ramsdale, another clean sheet, one of the best goalkeepers in the league. At the moment, only 2 goalkeepers have a better clean sheet record, and he's played less games than them. Aaron Ramsdale, what are we saying, guys? What are we saying?
Solid 10, man. Solid, man. Like, I'm not even gonna try to cap. Like, one of the hardest things about being a goalkeeper isn't when you're getting peppered. I think it's being able to be alert and having the concentration level to still, when that 1 or 2 shots does come out of nowhere, still being able to do it. Yeah. No, man. 10, man.
Mo, what about you?
Yeah, I'm gonna go for a 10 as well, man.
The guy only had to face 2 shots, and we're giving him a 10.
That's part of the game. It's all it takes is, again, it's one thing when you know shots are coming at you, you can stay alert. It's another thing to kind of only get 2 shots, being alert and also distribute, because he also distributed really well. There was even one specific pass where I think it's a signature one he does maybe once a game, where he will kind of survey the field. He will see kind of the middle of the field, and he will break through 3-4 players, take 4 or 5 defenders out the game with 1 pass. Nah, I gotta big up the guy. Oh, he was mistaken.
I think 10 has to be saved for a man of the match, 33 shots, clean sheet performance. I think a 9 would be just. I think 10 is just a little bit too generous.
Yeah, all right, let's go with the 9.
I have to save. And remember, if we're giving Ramsdale a 9, we're setting the bar high. So that basically means you can't give anybody else who's not a man of the match anything higher than a 9. So fair. I think even 9 is really generous. I would go 8 because I think 8 is an amazing score. Don't get me wrong. It's just 10 is too high.
It's always difficult to judge goalkeepers though, because at the end of the day, he done nothing wrong. And when you don't face many shots, sometimes it's harder to keep your concentration and your focus.
So 8?
Yeah, let's say 8 is good.
Let's try 8
because we're setting the bar high. Remember that. Even Arsblog gave him a 7. He did not have a lot to do. Gabriel decided to give him some stuff to do. Didn't he? Yeah, that was true. Gabriel did make it hard for him at certain points. The defenders were really making some sloppy passes back to him at some point. I remember Tomiyasu made one that was very, very sloppy and put him under some pressure. But yeah, some people in the comment section saying 10, some people saying 8. He was mistaken. 8, let's be serious. Ramsdale had little to do. There you go. So some of the people in the comment section agreeing with our 8. Tomiyasu. I thought Tomiyasu has been good since he's been here. Once again, a solid performance. Didn't really see him have to do much. A lot of people criticize his attacking, but his crosses, he's been doing better crossing the ball into the box. I want to know what you guys think. I'm going for a 7. I just feel like he didn't do anything wrong, but he didn't do anything to blow me away, to give him like an 8 or something, maybe even a 6.
You do like the second goal we scored actually came through him. Like the way to me, I think he had another fantastic game. Maybe it's a different game.
It came from Saka, in my opinion. Saka took the ball off him when he fell over. He didn't really come from him.
No, but he had to. Tomiyasu had to win that duel. He had to. That's part, because again, maybe it's because we've been starved a solid right back for so long that it's kind of like things like that kind of like, man, where's this been for some time? So I'll go 7, only because we're doing this off of the strength of the other players doing well. But I think for what he had to do, he did well as well. And he did a really good job with overlapping Saka when he was getting triple teamed this game as well. So we can give him 7, but I am happy with his performance. I'm very happy with his performance.
Yeah, I would actually go with an 8 for Tomiyasu, because I felt like the whole night he was getting the ball at Saka quickly. Defensively, he was very strong. He won every single drill, by the way. He didn't lose a single drill. So I think it's difficult for me to give him anything less than an 8.
Samuel, what are you giving him? People in the comment section giving 7s.
Mr. Consistent, bro. We got like another Monreal. When we had Monreal, Mr. Consistent. Tomiyasu is Mr. Consistent again. One of his best performances in the Arsenal shirt, bro. He gets a solid 8, bro.
Wow, everyone's giving him high ratings. Guys, remember, if we're giving Tomiyasu 8s, what are we going to give Martinelli and Saka and these guys? Like,
but I think about it as like, we just like, I feel like again, what's happening is what Saka and Martinelli did, like they're great things, but it's like, again, we can't then diminish what these guys are also doing, even if it doesn't seem like it's much, because sometimes in order for the attackers to shine, you need the defenders to do the basic things right. You need that level of consistency.
Can I meet you guys halfway and go 7.5? I feel like we're being too generous, and I'm always the guy that's no.
I think he deserves it.
Okay, we'll go 8. We'll go 8.
If we're
giving him an 8, if we're giving him an 8, I wonder what we're gonna give. I wonder what we're gonna give to the next two guys. What are we gonna give to these two? Because these two absolutely had an amazing game, in my opinion. Another clean sheet for these two, absolutely dominant. And have you seen Ben White's Instagram? Absolutely it's a funny photo of Antonio flying in the air vertically in front of him. It was so funny. But yeah, what do we give him, Ben White and Gabriel? I think they both performed at the same level. I think Gabriel and Ben White were both dominant. Ben White was being bullied. They tried to bully Ben White, but he was the one bullying Antonio. I think overall, these two both get a 7.5. What are you saying?
Yep, I think they were both solid as each other. They dealt with the Antonio test, Mika Antonio, like he's done throughout Defenders League, bullied them. They dealt with the test. They're not enough at Antonio, so I agree with you. 7.5.
7.5. What about you, my guy Ahmed? What did I say, Ahmed? Mohammed.
I would have. Yeah, bro.
Yeah, for me, I would give them both an 8.
8.
I thought Ben White handled Antonio very well, and Gabriel stepped in as well sometimes. So yeah, honestly, they didn't give anything away at the back, and they read the game very well. That's one aspect of the game that's very underrated. They both read the game extremely well. Check the number of interceptions that they have. Very, very good players.
Okay, Femi?
7. It would have been 8, but there were 2 specific passes that if West Ham was a bit quicker too, that could have been really dangerous to us. And I feel like that's something where it's like, even as a team who's going to play in the back at home at the Emirates, yeah, I think like we'll get the advantage, but it's not going to be all PG Keen every day. So I think they did a great job, which is why in most cases I give them an 8. But it's 2 specific passes that I remember that I just don't expect from them, and my expectations of them are really high. So I give them 7.
Okay, people in the comment section, let me know what rating are you giving Ben White and Gabriel Magalhaes. So, what do you call it? Iga, why is Gunner Express hiding when Arsenal win and Ben White has a good game? I don't know. What do you call it? Good work, guys. Yep, definitely good work, my guys on Facebook. Big up to the people on Facebook. We got an 8 here. Yo, Can we meet somewhere in the middle, guys? 7.5 is good because Femi gave a 7.7. I gave 7.5s. Mo and my guy, what do you call it? Samuel, you both gave 8s.
7.5. I gave 7.5.
Okay, so yeah, 7.5 it is.
Yeah,
then.
7.5 is good.
Yeah, I can take that. Listen, we're all happy with that.
Oh, guess what? We're getting the same ratings as Arseblog and the average. Everyone, this is what happens when we win. We all think alike. Kieran Tierney. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. If these guys are getting 7.5s, am I right to say Kieran Tierney, for the job that he did, basically as a left midfielder, and letting Xhaka play behind him, he did all the work of a left midfielder. And Kieran Tierney deserves an 8, in my opinion. And that shot, he's unlucky to not have a goal. He could have had a goal with that shot that hit the bar. Good save from Fabianski.
Yeah, man, listen, because I was low an inch short, that would have been a great goal. We'll be replaying that goal about 100 times like watching it non-stop. But Tierney, bro, he should have been in the team, and Tavares shouldn't be starting over him. The United game could have turned out different if he played that game. So, because listen, he hasn't put a foot wrong this season. He's done nothing wrong. It's just injuries that are coming back, niggling injuries that have come back to him. So, listen, if he can stay healthy for a long time, we're good. We're good. So, I give him an 8.
Femi, agree?
8, solid 8.
Mo?
Yep, solid 8.
Comments are going 7.
Some people are saying 7s. You know what it is? We set the bar so high today that an average, above average performance has to get an 8.
So yeah. I was 7.5. Oh no.
Arseblog gave 7.5, so we're not that far off.
Yeah, I think I would. Yeah.
Midfield. I know some people don't like the midfielders. Some people don't like the way they play. But I want to know what's your thought about the midfield yesterday, Mo? Because I think you broke it down nicely yesterday in one of the spaces, saying they did their job. So talk to me about them.
Yeah, listen, Thomas Partey must have been hearing the criticism loud and clear because he responded with a very good performance. You could tell he was up for it. He was very alert, very sharp. I thought Xhaka helped keep things ticking over. I thought he covered for Tierney expertly. So I thought Xhaka had a decent game, although obviously Xhaka gave the ball away a few times as well in dangerous areas, and West Ham didn't capitalize. But Xhaka is still working his way back from injury, so I can cut him some slack, right? But yeah, I'm very impressed with Thomas. Sorry?
Did this guy watch the same game as me? He's giving 6 and 5s.
No,
no. No, that's crazy. Yeah, no. For me, I would give Thomas Partey a 7.5, and I would give Xhaka a 7.
Yep.
I think I'll give them both 7s.
I think again, Saka is an interesting one because it's like his errors are really easy to see, but when he's doing things right, it's not as visible. Like the one big thing that people don't notice is when we do go a goal up, there's things that he does that kind of, without actually seeing, he actually calms the game down, not just for us as a team, but the specific players around him as well. I think when he makes a mistake, everyone's like, "Rah, Saka's playing bad, it's bad." But then it's like when we're playing well and we have complete domination in terms of possession, watch what Saka is doing in terms of some of the runs he makes, some of the passes he makes, because a lot of times we have midfielders who want to spam forward, just forward, when it's like, nah, sometimes, Jed, sometimes it's like, let's control the game again. Let's dissect these guys the way we know we can, like the way we do in training, and let's keep it going. So again, I think they both is like 7, and then Partey, I'd say 7.5 strictly because of the criticism he's been getting and how he responded, especially when they did decide to press. He was not only press resistant, but he was also winning those second chance 50-50 balls as well. Yeah, so yeah, I liked it a lot.
I'm gonna give. Tell me what you guys think about my ratings. I'm gonna give Xhaka a 6, and I'm gonna give Thomas Partey a 7, because I felt like Xhaka, he's still not fully up to scratch. He's still not having his best game. His leadership and everything else you can see, but his visible errors, and we would have had 2 more goals if he just would have released the ball quicker at times. But yeah, I think I'm personally gonna go with a 6 and a 7. Do you guys agree with that?
Saka got 7, man. I think he gets he deserves a 7, man.
Yeah, I would give Xhaka a 7 and Partey 7.5.
Yeah, I can't.
You know what? If we give Xhaka 7, they both get 7s.
Yeah.
Go for 7.
I don't think either of them did anything better than the other. Outside of Zaka's, again, there was one specific play I remember, like they kind of just ran around him and took the ball from him because it was a bit too slow.
Yeah, that's
So
right.
But guys, we can't really rate Saka 0.5 less than Ben White and Gabriel. He was nowhere near the same performance.
Yeah, because if you ain't set the bar where what we wanted to do, we wanted to say like, yo, let's say we gave Ramsdale 9.5. From there, the scale, but once you compressed it, it was like, okay, like what can we do number wise? So I get what you're saying.
Okay, did Xhaka have an above average performance? Yes or no?
I think he did his job. Yeah, I think he
So
did
it
his
was average performance, right? You agree with me?
Yeah.
Okay,
Fair.
so if it's an average performance, how do you get a 7? How do you get 70% for an average performance?
So I mean, if that's the logic, that's not.
No. I'm sorry. I'm not trying to dictate everything, but like Mo, do you hear where I'm coming from?
Sorry, my connection bugged out.
Do you hear where I'm coming from? 70% performance for an average performance. That's a little bit too high, don't you think?
But that's his job. Like as a midfielder, that's your job. Like again, it's like I think we're expecting the extraordinary from players when they're like some people's job is to be ordinary. Like
North London Derby, he got an 8. This was not similar to that. Nowhere near that. This was.
Hey, God, what do you want to give? What do you want to give Xhaka for this game?
He's a 6.
6. Or I'll meet you in the
middle.
No. Okay, I'll meet you in the middle. 6.5.
Oh, that's better. That's better.
It's fine. It's fair.
Yeah, that's better.
Okay.
Because the thing is, Egal, because if you say 6, that makes it sound like he had a average, badish kind of game. You know?
But he didn't do anything to blow me away and be like, yo, he was amazing.
Yeah, and that's why he's not an 8 or a 9. You know? So I think a 7 or a 7.
Just to show you guys, I locked in the 6.5 and Partey gets a 7. Fine?
Yeah.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine.
Yeah.
Okay. So they gave they gave Partey 6.5. They gave him I think a 6, and they said that he was very much himself this evening. That's it. So it's like, I guess more people agree with me in that situation, but I'm not gonna.
Oh yeah. Also, Van Dijk's not in the Liverpool squad tonight, so he's either got COVID or injured.
Well, I don't even want to get into other teams right now. I think I might have to do a whole video on the whole COVID thing, but I might get demonetized. Who knows? Quickly, Odegaard. Odegaard is impressing me, guys. I'm not gonna lie to you. He is impressing me every single day that he plays. I think we need to. We are now rich with talent. Like, I am sorry, I wanted James Maddison. I questioned everybody who wanted Odegaard over James Maddison, but you might be onto something. Younger leader, and he overall was bossing the game. When he came off, you could see that we lost a little bit of control, but we got a little bit more attacking wise from Smith Rowe. Guys, talk to me. What do you think? Odegaard, I'm giving him
7 or 8.
Definitely, I'm giving him 7.5.
Yeah, I have to agree with you there. Listen, like he said, what's that Daft Punk song? Do it faster makes us younger, faster makes us stronger, or something like that. I'll probably get it wrong. But
are you trying to sing? Like my guy's like, what makes you stronger?
do it faster makes us stronger, something like that. But no,
This
listen.
guy's terrible. Stop. Don't do that again. Femi, save the show.
Listen, go and get the button. I'll do it after Femi.
Femi, go ahead.
I don't know. I think when you take away goal, like when a lot of people, when we got Odegaard, a lot of people point at the fact that he only had 2 goals and 2 assists. And it's like, if you actually looked at the underlying numbers of what he actually did for this team, there was a lot of optimism. But again, when you try to bring underlying stats, you get called a stats nerd. So I kind of kept it to myself a lot. But he's one of our best. Even last year, he was one of our best pressers. He was one of the chief creators, not in terms of assists, but in terms of what is it? It's like shot creating actions or something like that. Yeah, like he what he does for us, I just don't see another player doing it, especially with his age. So, like, I don't know. You got to just big up to the guy. 7.5 is Michael. Like, he's a really good player who sky's the limit, man, for him. It's just a matter of can he keep it consistent? Can he stay healthy?
There you go. Mo, what's your final rating?
I would go with a 7.5.
Okay, so we keep it moving, guys. Bukayo Saka and Martinelli, we're probably going to be here all day. so what we're going to do is everyone just give your rating and then say a couple nice words.
Quickly. Odegaard gets 7.5 for me.
7.5 for Odegaard. Okay, everybody in the chat, do me a favor. Everyone in the chat, do me a favor. Put Bukayo Saka and the rating that you'd give Bukayo Saka, because in my opinion, he was the man of the match. He absolutely dominated. I told you, Femi, he has to score a hat trick to get a 10. We can't give him a 10.
Nah,
We can't give him a 10.
Yeah, I'm gonna
give
go.
a 10, bro. Man, Femi wants to give a 10 to everyone.
10 is like, what was it? Aubameyang against Man City in FA Cup semi-final.
Nah, I'll give him a 9. If whatever the highest we can possibly give him, let's give it to him. That's how I feel about him.
Yeah. 9. You gotta give him a 9. The reason I can't give him 8 is because
it was the Bukayo Saka show.
Yeah. But you know what though? The thing is, for me, 9, I think it's fair because he had an outstanding game. But he didn't score. There's a couple of chances they had to score. Had he got on the score sheet, it would have been an easy 10. So because of that fact, I'll give him a 9. And 9 is no, I'm not knocking the guy, man. 9 is fantastic.
Okay, we're giving him a 9. What about you, Samuel?
I'll say somewhere between an 8.5 and a 9. So if Saka gets a 9, then yeah, I'm good with it. He was man of the match yesterday.
Yeah, give him a 9. We keep him moving. By the way, Bukayo Saka, 3 shots, 3 dribbles, 4 key passes, 2 tackles, 2 clearances. What a guy. And he got an assist to win the game. What a guy. Moving on to Gabriel Martinelli. I'm not gonna lie. If we're giving Bukayo Saka, guys in the comment section, give us your ratings for Gabriel Martinelli. Gabriel Martinelli, we spoke about it at the top of the show. His development has been stupendous. He's grown as a player. He's not as rash as he used to be. Good overall performance from him. I can't give him an 8. I have to give him an 8.5.
Yeah, same here, man. Middle ground. Listen, he was brilliant tonight. Ever since he's come to the team, yeah, this guy has been great every game. So long may it continue, bro. Because maybe Aubameyang being extreme stripped of the captaincy is a good thing because there's more of a chance given to Martinelli. So I can't complain at that. 8.5.
8.5. What about you, Femi?
Clean 8.5. And that goal, man. Like I remember watching it and I looked at the angle and I was like, "There's no way. There's no way." And he did it. I just wish he did the full, like if he really did the full, Henry celebration. Oh, I would have went crazy, but 8.5.
Mohammed?
Is he there?
I'm gonna go 8.5 for Martinelli.
8.5 for Martinelli. No, Eagle, he deserves a 10. You know what, guys? Unfortunately, we have to save the first 10 on the show for somebody who actually goes crazy. Like, we can't just you have to get 4 assists or you have to get 3 goals. You have to do something crazy. And the equivalent to that for a defender, you have to do 50 clearances or something crazy. I know that's never going to happen, but I'm just saying.
Listen, it'll happen one day on this channel. Someone will get a 10.
Someone will get a 10 eventually. Mo Salah gets a 10 every week from Liverpool fans. Those kind of performances. But for now, we'll give him the 8.5. We'll keep it moving. Lacazette, guys. Lacazette. Let's talk about his captaincy. Let's talk about his leadership. Let's talk about his assist, his penalty, everything you look at. Overall performance for Lacazette, in my opinion, solid 8. No question.
I'll give him a 7. I think he's one rating lower than the Martinelli. I think he was absolutely brilliant tonight. He does more. The modern day strikers required just more than score goals. Like I said, Aubameyang, the only thing he was good at is scoring goals, and apart from everything else, he was rubbish. But Aubameyang can't score goals anymore, so he was like a waste of space. Well, now with Laka, yes, he brings more to the team. His hold up play, his passing play, like that pass he went into Martinelli yesterday was absolutely brilliant. So I have to give Laka a 7.5.
Okay, some people are agreeing with me, 8. Some people are saying 8.5. Femi, you look like you're not happy with the ratings. What are you saying?
I think 7.5. It's the missed pen. It's the missed pen. I think that pen goes in. We're talking about 8.5, and the game is a lot easier from that moving forward. But the same way we gave flack for Aubameyang for missing pens, we got to give the same flack couple of other chances in terms of like I think he should have been on the score sheet before that as well. But it is what it is. I also do think at times he's really easy to go down in the box. Sometimes I feel like if he just uses his strength and he's like, you know what, forget the call. Let me just kind of finish this and we can talk about if it's a foul later. I'd rather he do that at times. But outside of that, in terms of his hold-up play, in terms of even what he brought in terms of leadership, you have to commend the guy. So solid 7.5.
Yo, just to let you guys know, Premier League has just announced that the Southampton-Brentford game will be cancelled, Watford-Crystal Palace game will be cancelled, West Ham-Norwich game will be cancelled, and Everton-Leicester game will be cancelled.
As long as it's not Leeds, man. I want them, and the fact that they only have 11 players, I need it. I don't want them. Yo, give me them. I want to catch them now. I want to catch them now.
It's not getting cancelled because it would have got cancelled, so it's definitely going to go ahead.
Bro, let's talk about this. What the hell? The Premier League have just announced that 4 more games will be postponed. What's going on, guys? Like, this is ridiculous. Every single week.
COVID. It's ramping back up, man.
COVID. And
there's gonna be another.
Gal, let me tell you, this new variant, it's actually serious because me personally, I have it. I actually have COVID right now. My isolation period ends on Monday. I've had COVID for the last few days, and I did not get COVID the entire pandemic. The whole 2 years, I was fine. The minute this variant came along, I caught it straight away. So I'm not surprised that it's getting out of control in London, in the UK.
Listen, Mohammed, man, I hope you're feeling well, bro.
So for the speakers that are listening, please take care of yourselves. Wear your mask, sanitize your hands. Take this seriously.
Yo, this is mad. Like, I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I just want to spend maybe like a couple minutes on this after we're done the ratings because like this is a very serious topic. And like if you guys have a couple minutes, we'll talk about it right after we're done the ratings.
Of course.
But right now, I'm gonna get that information sorted out for us. Let's just finish off this rating. Lacazette, we gave him an 8. Okay, we keep it moving. Smith Rowe comes on, scores a goal. He gets an 8 or 7. What are you saying?
Odegaard.
Smith Rowe.
Smith Rowe. Sorry. Yeah, he gets a solid 7, bro. For that goal, I think no substitute gets beyond the 8 or 7. So 7 was good.
It's a 7. Eddie Nketiah comes on instead of Pepe again. Absolutely. Okay. That tells me Pepe's out the door.
5. Nketiah gets a 5, man. Or NA. And Nuno Tavares is a non-rateable, so NA.
Nuno Tavares, NA. Okay, so yeah, so we keep it moving. So that's the ratings for today, guys. Just so you guys know. Are you guys happy with this? 8 for Ramsdale. Tomiyasu, 8. 7.5 for Gabriel and Ben White, 8 for Tierney, 7 for Pate, 6.5 for Xhaka, 7.5 for Odegaard, 9 for Saka, 8.5 for Martinelli, 7.5 for Lacazette, Smith Rowe 7, Eddie Nketiah 5s. And since I've been doing the 0.5 system, it really makes things easier because sometimes you want to give people higher than just 7. But yeah, enough about that. Let's get into this whole COVID thing, guys. Honestly, try not to say the word because I just said it.
Should you say pandemic?
No, don't even say that. Just refer to it as like an anonymous thing.
Because that's illness.
That's how they want it done. But yeah, let's get into it. The Premier League have now postponed 4 more games after the breakout that's happening. The league might actually get postponed, guys. Like this is sad. Like, what are we saying?
I think I'm reading now this COVID thing. I'll go first. This thing right now is an avalanche, bro. The amount of cases right now, 70,000 in the UK in one day, 70,000 a day. I think this thing is in dire strength right now. As of right now, I've come into contact with 2 people with COVID this week. Frankly, I've been testing. So we need to protect ourselves, man. We gotta wear a mask up, wash, sanitize, man, social distance. That's got to come back at full effect because this new variant, like Muhammad has second experience, this thing is serious, bro. Is things have taken a turn for the worse in terms of the situation right now, in terms of this globally in the Western, in Europe, certainly, like it's taken the turn for the worse. So is postponing the season right now the right thing? Yes, but knowing the Premier League, this time of the season, it makes them so much money. Like the Christmas period, they make so much money out of TV because there's a game every 2 hours. There's a game on a daily basis. So we have to wait and see if the Premier League is willing to stop the situation.
There you go. People are talking about the FPL team being fucked up. That. Don't worry about that, guys. Don't worry about that. There's bigger things to worry about. People are saying Arteta rating. Let's just give Arteta his credit. He gets a 9 out of 10 for that performance.
I think 8.5 out of 10. I was giving that, not 9.
Mohammed?
You already know I'm gonna give him a 9.
Okay. What about you, my guy Femi?
I think we could just meet him in the middle. 8.75.
There you go. All right. Let's talk about this issue, guys. Football could get canceled. Football could go on another hiatus. There could be more and more postponements for football. The Premier League in general could completely go down into lockdown again. What do you guys think about that? The possibility.
I don't think that's going to happen. I think now with the vaccine program, even though cases may go up, at the end of the day, deaths are still relatively low compared to last year. So I think, especially with the World Cup year coming up, it's going to be difficult to rearrange fixtures because the season has to finish on time. You have to remember, next season, they want to start the season early because of the World Cup, right? So there's no room really to keep postponing fixtures. I think every team will get a chance to have a couple of fixtures postponed. But after that, they're going to have to start playing on under 23s if they need to. I think that's what the Premier League is going to do.
There you go. Femi, do you think there could be a possibility for another lockdown or a shutdown? Maybe even for like 2 weeks.
No possible. Impossible. It's too much money. The amount of money they lost last year because of like the best case. I feel like the worst case scenario, no fans in the stadiums. But outside of that, I just don't see a way they can move it around that can kind of clean, because we're still kind of impacted from last year and the fixture congestion that happened. So it's like if anything, this just goes to kind of show the like Prem didn't prep for this. Like, I think that's probably the bottom line that I have with this. I don't think Prem actually considered the worst case scenario, because even the inconsistencies of certain teams have to play, certain teams don't have to play. What parameters were set to kind of have kind of a baseline to say, okay, certain games would play, some games wouldn't play. If the case that something does get postponed, is there a certain time period?
Lukaku, Hudson-Odoi, Werner, and Bencho have tested positive for COVID as well. Yeah.
The whole Chelsea team.
Like 5 players have tested positive, but they play in like 20 minutes.
So they have to play.
Wait, DM me.
All right, cool.
Oh, man. Yeah, I don't know.
The game already started.
Has it?
So has their game started, or is their game going to happen?
It's going to start.
No, it hasn't started yet. Right now, there's no games that are currently...
Oh, shit. The Leicester-Tottenham game just got postponed.
Yeah,
that was postponed earlier today, bro. That's been postponed for a good several hours now. But Chelsea-Everton kick off in about 40 minutes, and then Liverpool-Newcastle kick off at 8 p.m.
Bro, I'm telling you, football is about to get cancelled.
It's like March 2020 yet. Like,
I'm telling you guys right now, mark my words. First, they're going to get rid of the fans in order to try to get some control over this so the players don't get it. So they're going to take the fans out of the system. They're going to try to incubate the players. But what's going to happen is too much of it's going to be happening too fast. And what's going to happen is they're going to say we're going to have to go into another lockdown or shutdown for 3 weeks just to have these players to have a bubble. And once they create that little bubble or people isolating in their own situation, they're going to make sure people don't leave that situation. And they're going to try to get this under wraps.
I think something else, right?
One second. At the moment, I can sense that there's going to be another stop of sports for a couple of weeks. It's going to happen, and it's going to have to happen in order to complete the season. Because guess what? If they complete the season right now, we finish in the top 4, we get Champions League. I don't give a fuck. but I'll be.
I see what you did there, Egal.
What? But they're not going to do it that way.
Yeah. Also, can I just tell something about the reason is for this coping game was is that when it's cold air, right? The virus, like the heat, when it's more hot weather, the virus can die more easily because it's not really thrive in hot conditions. Well, now in winter, it's the best condition to thrive. Like the flu virus, you got the cold virus going on right now, and COVID, the three of them together, it is dangerous right now.
Nah, yo, I like this comment. Man said EPL is biased. Arsenal had cases at the beginning of the season and they did not postpone it. You know what? The political landscape of the football changed. Now people have to care more. Femi, you don't seem happy about this. What's up?
I just can't go another 2 weeks without football. I remember my life when it shut down, and it was terrible. Like I had to talk to my girl again. It was bad. It was so bad, man. Like it was one of the, because remember, it was all sports though. It wasn't just football. It was like every sport had shut down. And I was just thinking to myself, I was like, yo, what do like human beings who don't watch sports do? Like, nah, I mean, it's flashbacks, man. Nah, I can't do it.
It's not here like in the sports in the US, bro. Like I'm looking at NFL, like it's over 100 players on the COVID-19 list as of right now. So it's going internationally. It's not just here. So everyone's being affected.
Yo, this Chelsea game is probably not going to be called off tonight.
Nah, too late.
It starts in half an hour, bro. There's no way.
Like the fans probably already in the stadium.
No, you can't though. By law, you can. You cannot postpone a game less than 2 hours before kickoff.
Oh, you cannot?
Not due to COVID protocols. No, the only way you can do it is due to snow, like what happened at Spurs against Burnley.
Oh wow!
If it's like natural weather, that's the only way you can do it. If it's less than 2 hours before the game.
Yeah, so yeah, they're playing.
Where's the Chelsea lineup? Let me just see. Has the Chelsea lineup come out yet?
Yeah.
Should I read it to you?
Who's in there?
Let me DM it to Igal so we can put it up on the screen.
Okay.
Sweet. Let me send it to Igal.
Because if that means if Chelsea are playing with all their heavy hitters out.
No, they've got Mendy in goal. They've got the usual back three of Aspilicueta, Thiago Silva.
Igal, check a DM on Twitter.
Igal, is that my business? What they say to us that first game? Is that my business? Nah.
No, they still have a good team out there. I don't give a shit.
It's not my business. It's not my business.
If they lose, it's not our business. You're right. But yeah, I'm gonna wrap this up, guys. Big up to everybody who's watching. Honestly, what's your predictions on what's gonna happen with this? Because I predict that there's going to be a lockdown. It's gonna go into lockdown and it's gonna be utter chaos. I cannot go through another lockdown personally. I don't want to see that happening, especially during the Christmas break where people are going to be going to check their families and chill with people. If they do that, it's going to be very unfortunate. But hopefully, sports continues. There's no lockdown. And yo, Jonathan, sorry, bro, we're just ending the video right now. But yeah, Mo, what's your prediction on what's going to happen?
Bro, I think they're going to postpone a few games here and there, but I don't think that the league will shut down. I think, like I said, this variant is spreading quickly, but it's less mild and people are not dying, and hospitals are not getting overwhelmed as of right now. So I don't think the Premier League, at most, what will happen is maybe we'll return to football without fans in the stadium, but we aren't going to have actual games cancelled or the season halted. That's just not going to happen.
Okay, Femi?
I don't know whether it shut downs or does or doesn't shut down. I think this is where team depth is really going to show the difference between who gets top 4, top 6, who gets relegated, who does. Like, I think, and it's sad that this is how it's going to have to happen, but the game's the game, man. So may the healthiest team win, I guess.
There you go. Samuel.
The way I see it now, how bad things are, there's going to be another lockdown by the most bad looks of it. I think, or if not, they're going to sacrifice something. Something's got to be sacrificed. So they probably keep everything open, but then, like last May, they'll probably shut the stadiums down, probably shut schools down, but keep everything else open. So we've got to shut one of the things down. But I don't, like a partial lockdown. That's what I think.
All right, no worries. Anyways, you guys have yourselves a wonderful day, guys. Big up to everybody who's watching. It's all right, bro. And yeah, we're in the top 4. So we didn't even speak about that. If you guys have a second, what do you guys think about that?
First time in 18 months on the top 4, like that 17 games. Listen, it's only, I think, 21 more games to go. So if it's match day 34, then we will be guessing for the top 4. But right now, it's still too early.
Mo, you still think we're going to hold on to it?
Yeah, I think we'll hold on to it. I think we'll hold our nerve. I think we have the players to do it. We have the manager to do it. As long as we avoid injuries, that's my main concern. As long as we avoid injuries to Partey, Gabriel, Ben White, Ramsdale, those 4 key players, I think, and Bukayo Saka, of course, I think we'll get it. Yeah.
Okay, and if you guys can see your team right now, please hit that like button. Anyways, Femi, last one, take it away.
In the words of the late great Kobe Bryant, job's not finished. Like, is the job done? I don't think so. When we get there, we get there. But right now, ain't nothing to smile about right now, bro. Let's keep it pushing, man. I love it right now. I want to see that at the end of the season. Job's not done.
Word.
All right, peace out, guys. We're
Peace
out.
out, man. Peace out.